We're back with the new College Hoops 2K8 Legacy video. Sorry for the long wait. You know how this works. I'd suggest you watch from the first season, but you don't have to. Each video in this series is a standalone season, so each video can be watched on its own. Just to give some context for new viewers, or also for old viewers who have been waiting, at this point I'm starting my 5th season as a head coach after 2 at Texas Southern and 3 at Tennessee State. It was time to move on. Despite a pretty successful time at Tennessee State, taking them to March Madness twice, I wasn't getting offers from big programs the way I wanted to, which makes me think I need to prove myself at the mid-major level. And this is as good as it gets in terms of mid-major. I'm the new head coach for the Nevada Wolfpack. I'm starting off with a loaded squad. Not sure what the future holds or how long I'd stick around on my quest to coaching at a high major, but let's win some ball games. Our preseason rating is 86 overall, which makes us the best team in the Western Athletic Conference, on paper at least. I just got lucky with a great roster for real. I mostly have seniors and juniors, so the best bet might be to coach here for 2 years before I land a job in a conference like the SEC, ACC, or Big East. Fingers crossed. Here's what we're working with. Our point guard is number 24, 5'11", sophomore Ulyss Muldrow. He's pretty good, he's fast, can handle the rock, and can play serious defense, and even rebounds at a decent clip for his height. He dropped a cool 10 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 5 assists last season, so we're solid at the point. Our potential star is number 23 Taj Emerson, 6'5", 203 pounds, shooting guard, averaged 14 and 5 last year, and is ready for a breakthrough senior season with us. He's considered a possible second-round draft pick. As an athletic finisher, he can shoot decently, but expect to see him take it to the rim any chance he gets. Our second best player on paper is also a senior, 6'6" small forward Daniel Sloan. He's kind of a spot-up shooter from what I understand. He shot 40% from 3 last season, but is serviceable all around as well. At the 4, I'll play small forward Marvin O'Connor. He's a lanky 6'9" sophomore who can score up close. I kind of doubt his ability on the glass, but we literally have one single big man on this entire team, so I don't really have a choice but to play O'Connor at the 4. Finally, our one big on this entire roster is junior Craig Clayton. He's a 6'10", 240-pound power forward who averaged 11 and 6 last year. He can score mid-range, short-range, decently strong but nothing to write home about. He has no choice but to come through for us. The rest of the team is a bunch of mid-70s overall guards that all kind of do the same thing, so we'll run and gun as much as possible, but I hope Clayton stays healthy and plays well. Our first game was impressive. I played a team I'm familiar with in Louisiana Tech since they were in my last team's conference, and we destroyed them by 44 points. It wasn't pretty. I got 5 guys scoring in double digits. Our star Taj Emerson is off to a great start with 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Ulyss Muldrow had a strong performance for us at the point. Rebounding was pretty spread out. Overall, a great game for us. Then we went up against another pretty weak team in Northern Arizona and won by 25. Remember Marvin O'Connor, the lanky small forward that I'm playing at the 4? Well, he had a crazy stat line with 22 points, 5 boards, 5 steals, and 3 blocks. He might do a lot more for us than I thought, especially against smaller teams. We played Valparaiso, and it was way closer than I would have liked, but this game made me realize 2 things that are kind of worrying. 1, we rely on threes a lot, and I think we started the game with 4 back-to-back threes, which I thought was cool, but then I realized we can't do much else. We really struggled to take the ball inside, but it's early in the season and hopefully that's just Valpo's zone doing that and we're taking the looks we can. The second thing is we sometimes find ourselves with a small ball lineup when the only 2 taller guys on our roster need a rest, which works against low-level opposition, but I don't know if it would work against like a Kansas or a Kentucky. Our defense is already kind of suspect, so when we have 0 bigs on the floor, it gets really scary. Our next game against UC Irvine was basically these fears come to life. They had a size advantage on us and we just couldn't do anything. We couldn't shoot our way out of this one, and I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. I'm stuck with a very skilled roster I find, but we just don't have big men, and it'll prevent us from getting anywhere. The next one will really put us to the test. We're playing 4-1 Oregon, who have a better overall rating than us, but play at a way slower pace. We run and gunned all game, got 16 steals as a team, which is crazy, and I guess the size disparity wasn't glaring, so we managed to play our game. or maybe we accelerated the pace enough and that allowed us to get over the size disparity. Taj Emerson scored 22 and our small forward Daniel Sloan scored 12 and 10 despite a bad shooting night, while our center Craig Clayton contributed 17 and 13. Portland was a disappointing loss. They have a better team than usual this year, but after a win against Oregon, we shouldn't be losing games like this. It ended up 84-77 with a very balanced effort. 6 of my guys scored in double digits, but we just couldn't pull this one out. We then start conference play, and it goes like this. A close loss to Hawaii by only 3 points, a big win against Idaho by almost 30 points, followed by another big win against the New Mexico State Aggies, 86-61. We keep getting dubs with a 105-77 explosion against Boise State, and then a 40-point blowout against Fresno State, followed by a 26-point win against Utah State. Then it's a closer game against San Jose State, but still a double-digit win. We're just hitting an insane groove right now, and this team is so fun to play with as a user. Every player can do most things well, and they help each other out in very specific ways as well. At 10 wins and 3 losses, our mid-season stats are impressive. Thanks to our incredible pace, we're the 9th highest scoring team in the country with 87 points a game. If you look at our individual stats, it's very spread out. We got 4 players scoring 10 or more, 5 players averaging 4.5 rebounds or more, 7 players with at least 1 steal a game. I want to give so many guys a shout out, but mainly our star Taj Emerson has been killing it with 17, 5, and 4 with 2 steals a game. Still on a trajectory to be picked in the second round. Our long, small forward playing out the 4, Marvin O'Connor, has exceeded expectations by a lot, averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.2 steals. And our real big man, Craig Clayton, has been solid for us with 14 and 5. This is going well so far. I simulated the rest of the season and we just kept winning in the conference. We were no match for anyone in the Western Athletic and ended the regular season on a 15-game winning streak, placing us into the top 25 rankings just in time for the postseason. I think at this point, even if we don't win the conference tournament, we're making it into March Madness. We'll still try to get the win, of course, but I think we're good. We're starting against Boise State, which should be an easy win. They won only 8 games this season. It was tight for most of the first, but then the margin grew from there and kept growing. We played with high pace as we do and won by 29. We then dropped it against Hawaii. Our center Craig Clayton had 31 points, but I just think we couldn't sustain the consistency for 17 straight games. But we did end up making the March Madness tournament as a 6th seed, so we'll see how that goes. We're playing UAB in the first round of the tournament, and we're very similar on paper, but it seems like they're more shooting focused, whereas we rebound and run a lot. They start this undersized scoring point guard who averaged 21 points a game, so we'll be on the lookout for Fendi Rose. On our end, our point guard Mojo started the game very strong for us, finding easy buckets in the first 5 minutes. He and Taj Emerson both scored 18 to lead us in scoring, and we just played our regular fast-paced offense with aggressive defense, leading to a bunch of steals. Despite a fast start, they crawled back in the second round, but not early enough, and we took it 91-83. This is the first time I get past the first round in this playthrough, so I'm very excited. Round 2 is against a 97 overall Pittsburgh team that could really expose our weaknesses, seeing how great they are at rebounding and at everything else, to be honest. They have this superstar guard duo of Marcus Schwartz and Daryl Hannon, respectively 6'5" and 6'6", both projected to be picked in the lottery of the NBA draft. This one is taking place at the Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets. We basically trailed the entire game, but kept it somewhat close until we took the lead with 9 minutes left. Daniel Sloan, who I haven't mentioned much this season, stepped up in this most important moment for us and kept us in the game when no one else was making shots. He ended with 26 points, closing round 2 for us. Alright, Sweet 16, I can't believe we're here, and on paper Cal is looking like a more realistic win for us. Our overall ratings are close, their pace is slower, but they rebound well, and their scoring is pretty spread out. Thankfully for us, their starting center is injured. They ended up making it a slow-paced half-court game, which I didn't like. Our usual scorers couldn't really find the basket like they usually do, but I think we pulled it out due to their center being injured, honestly. We just got lucky with this one. Alright, we keep it moving. We're in the Elite 8 against Texas. This team has a 97 overall rating, and I think we're cooked. I'm especially scared of this guy, EJ Njoya, a 95 overall guard averaging 26, 4, and 2 steals a game. Those are insane numbers. Emerson kept at it despite a tough shooting night, and I've gotten to know him at this point. I feel like I can now compare him to like a college Derek White at Colorado or a Josh Hart at Villanova, who will still impact the game on an off shooting night. But everything started from our point guard in this game. His defensive energy and shot making carried us early in the game, and then it was Taj and O'Connor who took over, both dropping 26 points. For Texas, their star Njoya scored 16, but it was their power forward who led them with 28 points and 13 rebounds. Unfortunately for them, it wasn't enough, and Nevada moves on to the Final Four. I can't believe this. Alright, Final Four baby, we play Oregon, who we beat by a lot early in the season, but they're a way better team now with an 84 overall rating and a 99 shooting rating. Our defense will be on the lookout for Shelton Shep, a senior small forward averaging 22 a game. The Final Four is taking place at UAlbany apparently. It's cool how the game just picks a random location every year. It was a close game for 40 minutes. Their shooting guard Cummings scored 27 on our heads. He somehow kept finding himself open. We tried our best to keep up with Taj scoring 22, but it was a struggle. Things weren't flowing for us. So in the end, our rebounding really hasn't been the main issue for us, as I thought early in the year. Our downfall in this last game ended up being our ability to get a consistent bucket. As much as I like different players taking turns on any given night, never knowing where our scoring came from hurt us in the end. Oregon would then go on to win the national championship. Looking at our end of season stats, I mean, it tells the story of what I was talking about. We spread out the scoring a lot, with 4 guys in double digits, almost 5. Rebounding also was very spread out since we only had 1 real big man. Emerson did what I wanted from him. I thought he scored a bit more, but he ended up being such an important all-around guy, getting rebounds, assists, and steals. Craig Clayton really came through for us game after game. I don't know where we would have ended up without his 17 points and 6 rebounds a game. Marvin O'Connor also surprised me. He manned the power forward spot really well as a natural small forward, helping us with 12 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 2 steals, and 1 block per game. I won Coach of the Year in the Western Athletic Conference. Pretty impressive for my first season here. 3 of my guys made the first team all-conference, which makes sense with our insane season. We lose 2 starters, including our most talented player Taj Emerson and our sharpshooter Daniel Sloan. Despite being a very good mid-major player, Taj Emerson is predicted to be either a late second-round pick or just go undrafted, but I could imagine him getting buckets overseas for sure. And this is where I'm at in my career after 6 seasons as a head coach. 3 March Madness runs now, including a Final Four appearance. We really had an amazing season this year as a team with only 1 proper big man. I haven't been with my team long enough to look for a new job, but I wouldn't want to anyways. We have so many returning juniors and 2 talented new recruits coming in. Thanks for watching, sorry for the long wait, and please consider subscribing for more College Hoops 2K8 videos. Peace.